What's going on, guys? This is Dean here with Cerum AI. In this video I wanted to demo you guys a cool tool slash product that allows you to query data, query CSV data, essentially chat with your data from a more I guess business intelligence angle, not so much like a semantic search, which obviously wouldn't make sense in this context. But yeah, the tool in question is called Chat CSV. But more importantly, I wanted to go over their actual API that they released. I know that I believe ChatGPT even has this integration internally in theirs, in the code interpreter and one of their plugins. But obviously, if you want to make requests outside of that within our own application, we can use something like Chat CSV. Of course, you can make your own infrastructure, your own backend to handle these requests. But again, if you want a quick solution to get up and running, I'd say something like this is probably your best bet. And this isn't a sponsorship or an affiliate. I don't have any affiliate deals with them. I just thought it was a cool product. We've used it internally in our apps that we've developed for us as well as clients. And yeah, so if we, I'll show you guys a quick demo before we get into it. This is just a raw CSV file of electric vehicle sales. I believe in the US, I think it's like 500 records. And if we just come back into Bubble, I've developed a very simple demo. And again, you can add this integration to any of your apps, whether it's custom development, a Next.js application, a backend such as Make, or with Bubble, you can really do it all. So for a query, I'll query something like, make me a bar chart for the 5 best-selling vehicle makes, for example. We'll go ahead and generate that. We'll do step by step just to show you guys. I think this is a really efficient way to kind of demonstrate everything works. We can see we're hitting the endpoint. We're giving it the prompt as well as the file URL that I just showed you guys, and then changing the state of the elements to give back a chart here. So we can see that Tesla comes in first place with, out of the 500, I think 500 records that I was shown, we have over 200, and Tesla all the way to BMW coming in 5th place. So yeah, guys, pretty cool. Again, it kind of aggregates all the data, and it also actually returns a a prompt as well, or sorry, it actually returns a more responses than just this. We've just gone ahead and extracted this just to show you. But if we actually get into Chat CSV's docs, and again, I think you'll need to be on the paid plan to access this, if I'm not mistaken, to access their API. But you can see they've got a very simple documentation to allow for this. So if we come into the chat completion, I'll just show you guys kind of how I built this very, very quick demo. We can just copy that curl request, and if we come back into Bubble, into the plugins, into the API connector, we can simply import another call, and we can just paste that in, and it should have everything ready for us here. So you'll need your bearer token that you get once you get on a plan for the authorization, as well as you can edit the body to allow for dynamic elements. So for example, if we want the file, we can either hard code it, or we can actually give it just a dynamic element. So we can call a file URL, which the user can type this in. I did try doing this with Bubble's like dynamic file uploader. It didn't work because for some reason I was getting some weird requests, and I believe they're actually updating this endpoint in their version 2 to allow for them to directly host the files on their servers, so you can pass the URL in. But yeah, you guys can see here in the request, it's very simple to how ChatGPT has their API structured, with an array of objects with different roles, essentially, as a user assistant. We can even delete these if we want. And I'll go ahead up here actually in our already entered request here, and in this one that we're actually using in our app, you can see that I've made the actual prompt and file URL dynamic. So if we just go ahead and initialize this, I'll show you guys the response it gives us. And again, you can do this in something like Postman as well. I'm just doing this in Bubble just for demonstration purposes. So you can see it gives us the response. I've created a bar chart for the number of males and females who survived. Oh, this was with the Titanic data, I believe. It was actually used in their example as well in the documentation. So you do have to provide it. So you do have to upload your file somewhere to provide it data, kind of in this format. So if we come back into Bubble, we can actually go back into our workflows and see how we've structured everything. Again, very simple. When the button generate is clicked, we call that chat completion. We put in the value of the prompt, which is the input element here, and then we just hard-coded the file URL. Like I said, I couldn't make this dynamic just yet. Obviously, if you're building out a solution for this, you could even automate this, host it on your own backend somewhere, and then take that and hand it in the API so you can have it directly inputted from Bubble. And then we simply just set the states of the image to the value that's returned from the chat CSV. So you can also see I did do a little extraction with regex, regex, if I pronounce that correctly. So this essentially just takes out everything out of the response except for the URLs, which is what we set the state. If we come back in the design component in the URL, you can see that we're setting the state of the image to the URL that's extracted from our response. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I'm sorry if that was kind of fast, but yeah, guys, if you want to go check out their documentation, they even have examples of using it in Express as well as an app built with Next.js. If you're doing a full custom stack project, again, we're following the same exact process. If you go to the app directory here in the API chat, in the route file, you can see that we're making that same exact post request and passing in the messages along with the files. Just quickly wanted to just demo this tool, this product, if you guys want to get something up and running fast without kind of building all of that infrastructure. I'd say this is probably your best bet. If you want to obviously utilize this within your application, aside from just kind of as a GPT wrapper in a sense, but aside from accessing it within ChatGPT's interface. So yeah, let me know how you guys use this, and if you guys are actually interested in us developing your bespoke AI solutions or integrating it into your company's stack. That's what we've been doing. Cerum AI, we've ran this for about 7 months now, and we've worked with a number of companies in different industries to provide various solutions. So if you guys are interested in any of the solutions there, I'd love to talk about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.